Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Captain Swan podcast, episode 96, discussion for the episode Wish You Were Here, the mid-season finale. I am Michelle, to the end of the world or time on Tumblr, and these are the people with me today.
Hi, I'm Daniela, and I'm Princess Swan Love on Tumblr.
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm you. You brought me home.
Hi, I'm Mai, and I'm Alison Swan.
Hi, I'm Ronks. I'm Aloha Forever.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm Mind Your Home on Tumblr.
Okay, so this episode was controversial,
Very.
to say the least. Okay,
Horrible.
before we get into I've got a whole bunch of people here and my questions didn't like it. Let's give it a number rating from 1 to 10.
Can you go below 1?
I'm pretty sure we won't even reach 5.
3? 2?
5.
2.
2?
1.
Negative 1.
Negative 2.
Oh wow,
Negative 2.
that's hardcore.
10.
Lisa, do you have a number?
I would probably say. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like, I don't think it deserves negative numbers. Probably like a 3 or a 4, if that.
Lisa. Okay. So first, I'm gonna read these three very funny negative comments that we got. Just get them out of the way, and they're all from anonymous people. The first one is, congrats on predicting the Black Fairy raising Gideon. Also, this episode sucked major ass. I would like to point out that I called the Black Fairy. Go me.
Hey, I called it.
We both called it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Roll for you guys. You guessed it.
The second one is, this is like the 4A mid-season finale all over again. And the next one is, can we keep Gideon and get rid of Regina?
I want to keep
with
Regina
that.
and get rid of Gideon.
What? Bitch. No. Gideon is actually important. Regina use wine.
Uh,
And fucks think so.
Okay, so we've got another question here from Ro, who is obviously not with us. And he didn't like it either. He didn't like it so much that he didn't watch it.
That he didn't even bother to come here today and talk about it.
So Rose says, sorry I won't be able to join you guys. I decided to start the hiatus early by not watching the episode. I got the gist of it though. Honestly, some ideas Em and Eddie come up with may work in theory, but not always in practice. This wish round feels like complete insult to Emma's character. And my only hope is that now that she's herself again, she will prove she is truly tougher than the rest by finding a way to escape this joke of an AU, reunite with her family Brazilian, and kick that punk kid's ass.
What's a funky? Oh, right.
he means Gideon.
Yes,
Hey, he's
Gideon
not
is the
his
punk
fault.
kid.
It's not his fault.
Punked 30-year-old kid.
And his mom. It's not Gideon's fault. No, people.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we
don't
don't
know
know.
It's like a mystery. Ooh.
Wow, mystery on this show. I'm so shocked.
Obviously.
So here's a question: who is surprised at who was under the hood? Anybody?
No,
I wasn't surprised. Mm-mm.
we know already, like weeks in advance.
We already knew.
If you're watching spoilers, you knew.
Mhm.
Yes. I would.
I mean, I hoped I didn't know, but I knew. Like, I hoped there was something else to it, and I'm like, really? Oh, well, that's something.
I think it was pretty obvious. I mean, from probably 2 weeks ago, from the opening, the way that they put it together, it was pretty.
I know, right?
It was pretty dead on.
I was like, really, guys?
And if you're thinking about the process of elimination, it could have been to where it would have made sense, you know.
Yeah, Lisa, your mic's having problems.
Yep.
I think.
happening.
That's not my mic. Thank God. That's one of my mics.
Yeah, we're having a lot of like weird interference and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not by me or I don't know.
Okay, so is it safe to say we all hated the AU?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and here's the thing. Can I? Okay, as you guys know, I review the episodes, and I always try to be positive or something positive. And when the most positive person I know, who always writes reviews, can't find anything positive to say about an episode and didn't like it, I mean, they liked the Swan Queen episode even then. So,
Who are you talking about?
Katie,
Oh,
nerdy girl.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't read her review. Did she not like it?
Well, I don't know. I haven't read her review. I don't think she's written it yet. But I
Oh.
talked to her, and she was like, "I don't understand this episode. I don't like this episode." And normally, she tries to like the episodes.
Yes.
She tries to be positive about them.
Well, I
So
think
when not even she can find out, she was actually feeling really bad about herself and like, "Oh, I couldn't get it." Like, no, it wasn't your fault. No, I didn't get it. Marianne Peluso, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly. She didn't get it either. And when the top reviewers on the show, not me, but them,
well,
can't get it,
I mean,
you wrote it wrong.
yeah, I didn't get it. A bunch, Gia didn't get it. There were a bunch of people. I mean, basically, if you're a stan for Emma Swan, you did not understand this episode, and it infuriated you.
And
right.
and Adam was all, "Oh, I thought it was obvious that it was the evil queen's wish." Not like, no, dude, it was not obvious. It was not a laughing matter. Not obvious.
No, I mean, and they made it worse by with all this crap they were trying to say. Like right after the episode, they were all defensive and stuff.
Oh, I was so mad.
If you had just said from the beginning, this is the evil queen's twisted version of Emma's wish, and just left it at that, everything would have been fine. But they started out trying, but that I guarantee you that was not their original intention. They glommed onto that when everybody voiced their displeasure for days, because even Jane was talking about how this was an Emma without challenges and shit. And I'm like, excuse me? Because I'm like, well, you have Bagel being a hero and dying. I'm pretty sure that's a challenge. So why the hell is she like this? Like, it makes no sense.
Oh, so I'm
And
sorry.
Henry is a knight, and he can fight.
Uh-huh.
I know. It's like, wait a minute. You're saying that Henry and Emma grew up in the same situation where there's no villains. You can't see my air quote fingers, but air quote fingers, people. No villain, but he's brave and a knight, and Emma's not.
I was so
I'm sorry.
Sense.
The Charming that learned to stand up to Bo Peep, and the Snow that spent half her life running from Regina would have not raised that Emma. They would have raised her to be a kick-ass. And I mean, sorry, it was a Swan Queen's wish fulfillment episode, because they have Emma disgustingly kneeling in front of their queen and giving up the kingdom at the first chance. I was disgusted. I wanted to throw up.
I wanted to throw up, and I was literally crying tears of rage. Like, you don't even understand. It was so bad.
My God, really?
Like, no, like the minute I saw the portrait of Bagel, I wanted to throw things at my television. I was like, this is gross and disgusting. And then they compounded it by having her like cower in front of Regina. And they had Regina literally murder people.
I know.
Yeah.
What?
Like, what the fuck, man? Even if he's a hero, if they're not the real versions, they're still Snow and Charming.
Yeah.
That was Regina's wet dream, to actually murder Snow and Charming. And it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the writer.
It makes no sense, because she was like, oh, they're not real, blah, blah, blah. But yet you turn to Henry. He's not supposed to be real either, but you're like, oh, I'm not going to hurt him. But you're okay with hurting Snowing.
Yeah, they're not real when she does something terrible, but they are real when she wants them to be. Like Henry was real, now Robin's real.
But
And you're like, what the F?
let's also say that Adam Minetti said, oh, no, everyone is real in that thing. That's just a whole different realm. So, okay.
He said it's a real realm.
It's a real realm, but Regina thinks it's not a real realm.
I'm confused.
So you are just literally confusing us as you keep talking.
Well, it's okay. I kind of understand that. Like, it's a real realm, as in it was created by Aladdin with the wish. Like, it didn't exist 5 seconds ago, but now it exists. But that should mean that Regina's actions in that world have consequences, that she killed real people.
That's right.
Oh my god.
But they're trying to say that she didn't. And Jane's even like, we made it perfectly clear in the episode that it's not real. And I'm like, honey,
Adam said something else.
Adam said something completely different, man.
Jane pissed me off because
But you know what Adam said?
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa, one at a time.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was saying, no. She asked Jane about it, like, why does Emma power? Like, oh, and Jane literally just defended Regina, like, oh, she risked her life to go save Emma. And I'm like, no, she didn't. She went to fix her own mistake. Because it was the Evil Queen's wish. They made it clear that Evil Queen and Regina are still the same person because they could both control the lamb.
And notice they're only the same person when it's convenient for the plot, but other than that, they're like, no, they're different people. Okay, Rams, go ahead.
So Adam said 2 different things. Like, one, he said it's a real realm. And then he said she didn't kill the real Snow and Charming. So he actually didn't say she didn't kill real people. You know what I mean? He's still covering his bases. Yeah,
I know what you mean, but she didn't kill, Emma's actual biological parents because they're still back in storybooks, but she killed a Snow and Charming.
Exactly.
She still killed people, so she still is a murderer. Like, you literally made her a murderer in order to wake Emma up. What the hell?
That's the worst. That's the worst kind of tactic to try to you couldn't think of anything else, Regina, but to kill the other Snowing and make Emma cry because she thought her parents were dying. That's the way you go through your That's the way I would hate to think what happened to Henry when he was a kid. What his tactics is if he couldn't remember a vocabulary word or a math problem. Would you go out and kill puppies or something? What is wrong with you?
Because Regina is lazy. She doesn't want to do anything the hard way.
Also, this could have been easily fixed. Just find Killing Jones and get him to see Emma.
Oh God, Leah.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about that in a little bit, and I ain't real thrilled about what I'm hearing about that either.
I haven't heard anything other than the first part, but yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay.
This episode could have been good. Oh, not good, but it could have been better. We could have been prepared. Exactly. Okay, the season 4 finale. The Operation Mongoose bullshit. It was bad. It wasn't good, but the Captain Swan parts were enjoyable. We were prepared. We knew what we were going into. Here we were blindsided. Yeah. Here we were completely blindsided by everything that happened. And I wanted to throw up. I almost did.
Well,
and then we were subjected by the writers' half-assed attempts to explain it afterwards, which just made it worse.
Right. If you have to explain it in Twitter afterwards, then you didn't do your job right the first time. Go get it done. Don't even do interviews because you can't even do that apparently either.
And this is the thing. It seems perfectly clear to me that 10 and 11 were meant to air fairly close together, if not the same night. And now they're not. So now we're left with 3 months of this bitter taste in our mouths from this terrible episode.
That's why I wanted to come back.
Very few people liked. And now it's I would not be surprised if the spring premieres ratings are bad because I think a lot of people violently dislike this episode.
Unless they can promote it the right way. or unless they get the right people to promote it. If they can get Colin and Jen to promote it more, I think maybe you might
But
get
that's the thing though. J-Mo just did an interview right before the the finale even aired, and she
didn't really have anything exciting to say.
She was talking about Robin. No, all she talked about was Robin. She could have talked about. She could have talked about Emma, in this Swiss world or whatever. She could exactly. She didn't want to talk about it because it was a shitty story. If J-Mo likes what's happening to Emma, you can't shut her up.
I know.
So clearly, if she wasn't talking about this, any kind of version of this, it's not like it was a secret that this was happening. Like they were advertising it as happening. So it's not like people didn't know, and she would have been spoiling stuff. She just chose not to talk about it because I don't think she was a fan of the storyline.
I don't think she was
either. I think she hated it because it was that one. She talked all about Robin, and then she didn't even mention it. No, that's why. Why is the season finale this week? No, there was nothing.
I think 6A was more of like, for J-Mo was like, I'm just getting a paycheck and that's all I'm excited about.
Right.
I don't care about this shit at all.
Honestly, and in the terms of promotion, like, even if they get Jan and Colin to promote it, like, are people really going to believe it?
Yeah.
We're bitter as fuck.
I don't buy it.
No one's gonna believe anything that comes out of their mouth. Like, we didn't believe them before, and I mean them, Adam and Eddie, them. Like, now it's gonna be like,
we're not talking about Adam and
Eddie. Yeah, you're just, right now it would be like, oh yeah, you're just doing damage control.
Okay, so
and the big deal about all of this is, I know we can safely say that in 4A that most of the bitterness came from the CS fandom, but this time around, this was an overarching bitterness that pervaded like every ship, every inch of the fandom was pissed off because there was nothing decent about this episode. And I hate to say that because I love Hook and I love Captain Swan, so even in a bad episode, as long as there's some hook in it, I can always find something decent. And I gotta tell you, the 2 scenes that he was in is probably the only part of the entire episode, because I mean, it was bad enough that they had to backpedal when it was really not necessary. If they had just written it to where it was more obvious, they wouldn't have had to backpedal, and the backpedaling was so ridiculous. I gotta tell you, when that scene first came up, when she was blowing out the birthday cake, blowing out the blue candle on the birthday cake, the way that she was dressed, and then as soon as she opened up her mouth and she said, "Mommy, Daddy," I was like, "Oh no, no." I know.
I was like, how old is she supposed to be?
She looked like she was acting like and looked like she was a doll. Like she was dressed like she was 10 years old or something. I was like, this is a 30-year-old woman. I don't care if she was raised as a princess. I don't fucking care.
She has a son too.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was a son of her own.
Like, she's a teenage son too. It's like, you're gonna.
She has a teenage son. She has a teenage son who was acting more mature than she was. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't care if she went through life without any. I don't care if she went through life without any magical problems. That doesn't matter, and that's a bad. Because even if their kingdom was the happiest kingdom on the face of the fucking earth, they still would not raise her to be this ridiculous Sleeping Beauty-esque type.
Yeah, like
Aurora is not even that bad.
Yeah. She seemed simple-minded, like childlike,
Yes.
Almost as though she had some mental. I mean, I don't want to say it, but she definitely sounded like she had some issues. I feel like they should have cast the younger actress for this part. What's her name? Abby Ross?
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe that would have been better. And she should not have had a child. Definitely.
Well,
um,
I mean, as some people trying to argue this week in various metas that I read that this plays it could play into the whole it was the evil queen's twisted version of what Emma's life would have been like. Because remember, the evil queen was calling her dad daddy.
Yeah, I
And when
know.
she was, a grown woman, and we were all like rolling our eyes, going, "Oh my god!" So that could play into it. That if that was the evil queen projecting onto Emma what she would be like had she, grown up in this environment or whatever. But still, the writing did not make that obvious at any point. Like that scene against with Regina and the evil queen and Aladdin, that would have been the perfect opportunity to make it clear as to what was going on. But they chose not to. They chose to subject us once more to the evil queen's disgusting sexual perversions.
ah!
But we got the worst reaction ever. Ew.
Oh, and speaking of that, I'm very glad that Regina saved Aladdin from terrible self because I'm being a sexual object for that woman's sexual appetite is
Well,
far
she
worse
didn't really
punishment
save
than
him.
Virginia.
Charming saved
Charming
him.
did it.
Charming did.
Stop giving Regina undue credit.
No,
sorry.
But also to throw salt on the wound every time, like with the interviews with Adam and Eddie after this episode, and Adam said this was a wish that conjured up a realm to teach Emma a lesson.
Oh my!
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? The only people that get lessons done, that made me so mad. I was like,
oh my Jesus.
He got so mad.
Shannon dropped out again in the middle of her rant.
Shannon does her shit.
Who wants to continue Shannon's rant?
I do.
Michelle, I think you should.
I think no wait. I think Mai should do it. Mai should do it because she's more like
what
more than I do.
Ever loving fuck was that? Like
I don't know,
seriously. Mommy. Why is Emma the only one who ever needs to learn a lesson on this goddamn show? And how many times can she fucking learn this lesson? Like seriously, this is the same. These are the same writers who in episode 605 had Emma say to Henry, "I wouldn't change anything, because this is where I'm supposed to be." So why does she need this stupid wish first to drive home that point yet again? What in the fuck?
Do they even remember what they wrote?
No.
Shannon, I was continuing your rant.
Yeah, you already probably. I know. I got cut off. I was like, but I was like, this is
just. You out.
This made no sense. Like I don't. The only people who learn stupid lessons is Regina. I don't understand. So why?
She didn't learn
anything. She doesn't learn anything.
Well, that's true. But it's like she had. I just don't understand. That was like the worst possible thing you could have said at Adam or whoever said that. I think it was Adam. Yeah. But I was like, because it just there was no any kind of indication during the whole entire 6A or whatever that she had to learn a lesson at all because she wasn't complaining. It's not like she's up in her room eating bonbons and I hate being the savior and blah 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 and I don't appreciate myself and I don't appreciate anything I had. Every single episode that's what we heard.
And then they had the gall to compare Emma and Aladdin and I'm like, whoa, bitches. Hold on. I love okay, first of all, you're slandering Aladdin by having him run from his destiny, which is pissing me off in the first place. But Aladdin and Emma are not alike because Aladdin ran from his destiny and cut himself off, blah, blah, blah. And Emma's saying fuck that and embracing her destiny, even if it means she dies. So what the fuck? This lesson is completely irrelevant. And the fact that Eddie actually said this is a lesson which is due. I'm like, oh bitch, you did not just go there.
God, get anything.
They went there.
Off. Remember how he said okay, I do think there's a group of fans that are happy with the finale, and they're called the Rebellers.
But I think it's funny that they said this is a lesson that is due. I'm like, what about all the other 50,000 lessons that the other characters have that are due from Regina and Rumpel and all those people? I don't see those ones that are due Yeah, you go focus on the character that is actually doesn't need a lesson, that she actually kind of knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off at that.
With the whole, with that bullshit, and then yes, I still have hope for Rumple and Bell. Really, bitch, really?
I do not know what they are on. If there is like carbon monoxide gas going through that writing room or something, I don't know why everybody was so weird.
And did I not tell you people that they were planning on writing Rumple and Bell back together? Did I or did I not say that?
You did.
I agreed with you.
I had hope.
Good luck with that, because no one's going to buy it.
This whole Gideon thing is set up to get Rumple and Bell back together.
And this was bullshit. Because it's just going to be the same exact thing. He's going to be nice for like 5 minutes.
All right, one at a time.
Okay.
Go.
He was going to be nice for 5 minutes. And she's going to be like, oh, you're so changed. And then she's going to bring him back. And then he's going to screw her over. And then it's going to take her a while to realize that he's screwing her over. And she's like, oh, I'm going to leave you. Bitch. You should have stayed gone. I really loved Belle in 6A.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And honestly, it makes no sense for her to go back to the guy who fucking terrifies her.
Well, apparently she made a mistake too. What have we done to each other? That was the, statement
don't even
they gave her.
Get me started on that. Like, he has done nothing to him. Nothing.
Well, yeah, it's awful.
I know.
I'm like, they don't even realize that relationship is toxic and beyond saving. Like, they just don't get it.
Oh my god.
The only way if they want to keep going with that I could actually, no, I'm not gonna, and still I don't like it, but I'll tolerate it, is if they just like, they don't get back like in a marriage kind of situation where it's sort of like they are around each other, like, like they're divorcee people, but they can tolerate each other.
And then oh god, and are we even going to talk about how they had Emma literally apologize,
oh my god,
for cursing her?
What?
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear going into the episode.
Yes.
That somebody was going to have. And then everyone was like, oh, no, they're not that bad. It's not going to happen. It did, bitches. She blamed Regina for killing her parents.
Terrorizing her. She was covering. I mean, my God. In which universe is it okay to terrorize someone? Even if you think they're not themselves, it's not okay to terrorize someone.
Yes, I don't know. When Adam and Eddie write an episode, I don't know if they're in drugs or they're not thinking straight.
And then
this is the second time they have shown Emma watch Regina kill her parents. One was in the season 3 finale where Regina burned snow. She thought she was burning snow at a stake, and Emma watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Snow made it alive, but still she watched her literally burn her mother alive, as she thought. And now Emma watched as that Emma didn't have her memories. So she watched Regina, the evil queen, crush her parents' heart. And to come off that, it makes Emma's character look bad. It destroys her character too.
And they compounded it at the very end when they had Emma turn to Regina and say, that version of me sucked. Basically, thank you for causing my life to be shit because it made me who I am. I'm like, oh no, bitches, no, because again, we're back in this idea that reasonable people have to assume that Snow and Charming would not raise their daughter to be that way in the Enchanted Forest. She would have been a lot closer to our current Emma, just not with the abandonment issues.
It also didn't make any sense that Emma remembered when Henry was going to kill Regina. Like, how would that be a triggering effect? It didn't make any sense.
That made no sense.
I know, and I'm just like, wait a minute, that makes no sense because she's like, well, I didn't want Henry to become a killer. I'm like, knights kill people.
Yeah,
Like,
duh.
knights kill people in combat. Your dad was a prince and a knight and stuff. He killed people. What the fuck?
I think
Yeah.
I think the more like pressing matter issue is okay. Henry, you not wanting Henry to kill people triggered you, but her murdering your parents in front of your face didn't.
Mm-hmm.
How in any reality could that make any sense?
Because they wanted it to be a Swan Queen thing, and Henry
Yeah.
is the one thing that unites Swan Queen.
Yeah,
I
they
think
just had a perfect moment there.
You know, honestly, I think if they had just at the beginning made it clear that this was Regina's version of Emma's wish, or the Evil Queen's version of Emma's wish, then you know, we wouldn't have had all these questions. We would just chalk it up to, oh, this is just Queen being Queen. Okay.
Yes,
If
that's
they
what
had
we were
made
saying. But
that
no, they
clear,
didn't.
But they didn't
They had
make that
made-
clear. And then they're backpedaling about it after the episode was even worse, because first they said that it wasn't real. Then they said that it didn't matter that Charmings were dead because it wasn't a real place. But then they said no, it is a real place, so they are really dead. So it's like, which fucking is it? I mean, and him
okay,
just
let me
him.
say one thing though. They are being careful. At least Adam is being careful with what he's saying. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I agree with it, but he is being careful. He said that the realm is real, but they're not the real Snow and Charming. He never said they're not real people. It was Jane. Obviously, they don't talk to their fellow writers.
Right,
you know
no,
what I mean?
which is weird.
Right. And they couldn't make it clear in the episode that it was a result of the Evil Queen's wish, because then they couldn't have Emma thanking Regina, you know, for ruining her life. It's only in Twitter that they say it's a wish realm. Even in interviews, official interviews, they say, oh, Emma needed to learn that lesson, blah, blah, blah. So what they're saying on Twitter is just baiting CS and Emma fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those scenes right there when she's like practically on her knees having to apologize for, or thanking her for murdering her parents in front of her face, and oh yeah, because that version of me sucks, blah blah blah. You know what pissed me off more than anything was the fact that Regina went there to get her to clean up this fucking mess that she fucking started, and then right when the portals open and they have the chance to leave, what does she do? What does she fucking do? She said she's okay. I get it that she misses, that she's grieving, but
That's the main reason.
But she was the one. Yeah, but she went on and on and on to Emma about how your parents aren't real, Henry isn't real, this whole world isn't real, and yet she stood there with the googly eyes at Robin for so long that she caused the portal to close.
You know what I would have done if I were Emma? You know what I would have done? I would have tackled Regina, dragged her ass to the portal, and jumped through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Or I would
I
just leave her there.
I was hoping. I was really hoping that Emma would grab her by her jacket or her pants or her hair or something, and just drag her back into the portal. Because I mean, honest to God.
Okay, so let's move on to some new questions. We'll, I'm sure, revisit some of this stuff as we go. Swim Anonymous, is there anything positive about this season so far that you'd like to talk about, or anything in the next half that you're looking forward to? Let's leave the next half for spoilers. Is there anything positive about this half of the season that you liked?
I really together.
Okay, you talked over each other.
Sorry, I was gonna say first. Sorry.
Daniela, go.
I was gonna say my favorite part of this first part of this season is Captain Swan movie together. Belle owning Rumple's ass and telling him off, and being all brave and not going back to him all the time, and Killian being reunited with his half brother. That's it.
Mine.
Okay. I really liked Jane's The Other Shoe episode. I thought it was perfect, and it brought back one of my favorite episodes, which was The Price of Gold. And I liked Captain Swan moving into there. I liked the Captain Cobra adventure in that entire episode. And Belle being badass. And Belle and Emma helping Belle get birth. And yes. And Danny Charming, obviously. But pretty much. Oh, and Willoughby. And I loved Willoughby. Willoughby is the season MVP.
Aww.
Yes. Anybody else have anything positive?
Pretty much
Have we
pretty much
covered
the
it
same.
all?
I liked the other shoe. I liked Swan moments. I liked the episode, the Liam 2.0, even though I know that the Liam 2.0 thing is. I like that Captain Cobra adventure. For when
Cricket.
Yeah, Lisa, you like majorly cut out.
I love Aladdin when he first showed up, and it seemed like that storyline was going somewhere between him and the savior storyline between him and Emma before it pretty much died.
Before you even started.
There's not really much else to. Oh, I liked the Count of Monte Cristo thing that they did until he died.
Good grief, I forgot about that.
Yep.
And I very much enjoyed Sam Witwer's portrayal of Hyde because Sam is awesome.
Hyde.
Sam is awesome until he died. But there's really very little. There's very little else positive to say for this half. This season was disjointed and the stories really weren't connected in any way, and I'm not surprised that it's reflecting in the ratings not looking so good. Does that mean I think it's going to be canceled? No, it's too much of a cash cow.
No, it's not going to be cash cow because it's still ABC's cash cow.
Oh my god.
But I think season 7 is the last one.
Okay. Anybody else? Bueller? Did we cover it all?
I liked Aladdin.
I liked Aladdin until they made him a genie.
And Karen was really good as Jasmine for what she was given.
Yeah.
Which was basically nothing.
The only thing that was gross about this first half is Golden Queen.
Okay, so I was still in full on rage mode, like while I was watching the episode. Aladdin and Jasmine left for Agrabah, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I must have missed that part because I was like so pissed off about something I was probably to myself.
Yeah, I didn't get it until somebody pointed it out afterwards. I was like, "Oh, they left? Great."
They tried to give one of the wishes to Charming to break the sleeping curse, but he turned them down and said it was more important that they go and fix their own issues.
Okay, so wait a minute. I'm confused about something. Okay, Aladdin took on being the genie, whatever. So they gave him back magic and stuff. Why if it gives him back magic? If say Jasmine freed him with like her first wish, would he still then have magic and be able to do stuff, but he wouldn't be able to be controlled?
Nope.
Or are they saying that once he's no longer a genie, he has no more power?
Yeah, this power comes from being the genie.
Okay.
That's why he became a genie.
Okay, because like in the movie, when Genie gets freed, he still has his powers.
Yeah.
He's just free.
Honestly, I still think that the savior power is in him, because otherwise it makes no sense.
Anyway, okay.
And I hope they will bring it back in season 2, in 6B, but I'm not hopeful.
Okay, so next question. It's from Anonymous. I just wanted to start by saying how much I love the podcast. Oh, thank you, Anon.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks.
Aww.
Listening to everyone speculate is always super fun. I love hearing all your theories in regards to the upcoming episodes and storylines. I do have a question for the next podcast. Given how this episode played out and seeing how the next episode still takes place in the Wishverse, how excited do you think you'll be for the next episode come March time?
Very excited. Very.
I think that depends on the promotion, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
it's
Exactly.
And I just want to get to 612.
Yes, give me my Captain Charming adventure, okay? Come on. I've waited long to 12 long years. And once upon a time.
Oh, and can I just point out that they did not have to have Killian be. I mean, I get that they wanted to contrast Killian and David being, David being all panicked and manic and whatnot and doing crazy stuff, and Killian being the calm one because it's usually reversed. However, I still maintain that you could have had Killian be calm and still be proactive and not just sitting on his hands waiting for Regina to do shit.
Unbelievable.
Especially because we know that Killian does not trust Regina.
Yeah. Yet.
Well, no, he's never gonna trust Regina.
Yeah, he's never gonna trust Regina.
He
But
doesn't like Regina. He hates her.
I mean, they go to all this trouble to like show him with the books and the research and stuff. Have him research genie magic in the library or something. I mean, it wasn't hard. They could have had him do something that was proactive while still have him be like reasonably calm while Charming is going off half cocked.
There's
You know what
no
I
way
mean?
he sits there twiddling his thumbs and think, oh, Regina will save her. No way.
Exactly. It's just another reason to prop Regina up, which pissed me off. But anyway.
I don't know.
And honestly, it was another reason because that this episode was made for Swan Queeners.
Honestly.
That's basically their headcanon, and Killian doesn't care.
Yeah.
They destroy every character to prop up Regina. They really do. I don't get it. Why is she so special?
She's
I
their
have
self-insert.
thoughts, but they're very dirty and they're not proper.
Because Regina is their self-insert. I thought we covered this.
Yeah.
And it's not Lana's fault. It's there.
It is Lana's fault.
A
Some
little.
of it is Lana's fault because she
A little.
can't do
Her
these
acting
weird
sucked.
things.
Her acting when she met the drawer.
It's not 100% Lana's fault because she's the one that started complaining, and that's when the show went off the rails. Remember how, I want more Regal Believer, and they gave her the stupid true-ups kiss. Oh, I want this, and they gave her that.
Yeah, I want a love interest.
Love
I
interest,
think
right?
I honestly think they never intended to give Regina a love interest. I really
why
do.
is
Oh,
she
right,
coming
you
back?
didn't.
I want it. I complained that they should give Regina a love interest, and I'm glad that they did.
I hate
But
them.
why? Why?
Because,
But no. But then they killed him, and now he's back.
Right.
I mean, when I started watching season 3, little by little, like after episode 6, that's when I started to like Regina. That's when I wanted to have her a love interest, and that's why. But I didn't complain on Twitter. I just wished it myself.
Here's the thing. I liked Regina in season 3, where she was sort of straddling that line between being good and being bad, and sort of she was willing to do the dirty work that the heroes weren't willing to do and all that stuff. I respected that. When she said that she did horrible things, but she got her Henry, I respected the fuck out of that because I was like, that is her owning her stuff. Yippee.
Yep.
And then they threw it all away in 3B, and I'm like, what in the fuck is this shit?
I hope that Regina comes back.
If you remember, if you go back to the episodes, I was like, I think I'm on evil Regal now.
I know, I did that too. Like all through 3A, I was like, am I becoming an evil Regal? This is weird. I don't know how to feel. And then it all went to pot.
I remember how I defended Robin. I defended Outlaw Queen, remember?
Oh, I loved Outlaw Queen in season 3.
Me too.
But then they made my favorite literary character a cheating scumbag.
Yeah, then they had Marion, fake Marion, whatever, come back and just fucked everything up.
Why can't they just? I don't know. Me, look, I'm very happy with this. I just want that Regina you guys liked in season 3 to come back in 6B because
No.
this
I don't
Regina
think
right now is like.
possible.
It's too late. It's too
Yeah,
late.
It's too late.
that's not possible anymore. It could have been possible in season 5. It's not possible anymore because it's gone too far.
She hasn't redeemed herself at all. She hasn't done anything like that in our
It's just
like. And she thinks she's justified for everything.
She's a filthy hypocrite.
So I don't feel sorry for anything that she gets. I hope that Robin does die and go away so she can actually feel some pain because she doesn't felt any.
Yet.
And I don't understand because we haven't even like why the hell are they bringing Robin back? Because she doesn't seem to care all of 6A. She hasn't even talked about the guy. The only time that she was like all huffy and puffy was when in the very first episode of 6A, and then when the evil queen was visiting the grave. Oh, get away from his grave! I'm like, well, you haven't been busy. You haven't been visiting, bitch. So why do you care?
The only time Regina seemed to care is when she was busy berating her sister.
She only cares when it affects, when she can use it as ammo. When she can use it as something to throw back at somebody else like she did to Zelina. That's what she uses it for. That's what she uses Daniel's death for. That's what she uses for every kind of thing. She's like, well, you killed him. And that was like 20 years ago. It was like, oh my God. You're still harping on that piece of crap? You can't let things go?
Speaking of Zelina, thank you for the segue. We're going to start to get into a bit more speculation, and there probably will be spoilers from here on out. So, listeners, if you're avoiding spoilers, peace.
Warning. Spoilers ahead. Warning. Spoilers ahead.
Okay. So, question from Anonymous. Do you think Zelina will play a bigger role in the second half, or will they kill her off and have Regina raise the baby as her own?
Play a bigger part. Bigger parts. I believe she'll play a bigger part. But
someone tell me what Zelina's function in the story is at this point.
There's not. Her function is literally, look at what a good person Regina is. She's accepting her sister. Oh, look at what a good person Regina is. She is being with her evil sister. Oh, poor Regina. He has to deal with an evil sister. Basically.
She has no purpose anymore. Like,
besides being a mom.
But like even that's not really anybody can raise that baby. We haven't even seen baby Neil in like how long? Like baby Snowflake we haven't seen in how long. So we don't really
Charming was holding him.
Oh boy.
during that montage. They had that montage, they had the baby.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the only time.
Baby. But but I mean she doesn't really serve a purpose really anymore. Apparently she's in the next episode in the alternate universe, maybe. I don't know, but
we don't know.
I think I don't. I think they're not going to kill her because I think they're just stuck with her. I think they.
Because Celine's a fan favorite.
She will either go away in a different realm, back to Oz or something.
Oh my God!
Or they're just going to carry on through, and she'll just be background noise. She'll be like the grumpy, like she'll be around like that. But I don't know why they made her like a permanent regular when she's really not. I mean, she only was used for like the Hades stuff. That was the only thing to make you a regular. But now she's sort of like,
she's going the way of Will Scarlet and Robin.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's sad.
Scarlet.
Because I love Bex, and I love
she loves her character.
And I love when she gets to be wicked. Like, let the Wicked Witch be wicked. Damn it.
Yeah, that's what.
Why?
Or at least redeem her and just use her for something.
I don't want her to be redeemed.
That's
no one.
why
Killing's the only former villain to have a decent redemption arc on this show.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna happen with her.
She's
They had the chance.
Actors, but she's gonna stick around.
They had the chance to kill her with that thing with the Evil Queen thing, but they didn't. So I don't think they're going to kill her because they had the chance and they kind of passed it up. They don't want to kill her. They like her.
Well, they don't want to
kill her. The only reason
that part was also oh, look at Regina, how good of a person she is. She saved her sister.
Okay.
The only
Ren,
reason why
yes.
I don't think, the only reason I don't think they're going to kill her is because she is a child, and I don't think they'll have Regina raise her. Because I just don't think she cares anymore. They haven't shown Regina to care about the baby ever since Robin died. So I think Zelina will stick around this season.
Well, now that they have Robin back in Storybrooke or whatever, they're gonna bring him back. Spoiler alert. They'll probably have her interact because that child is named after Robin. So
With a Y in the middle.
So they might do something with that, kind of like weird. It doesn't really matter, but I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
Well, speaking of Robin, another segue. Okay, ow, my ears.
Sorry.
Okay, from Anonymous. How does everyone feel about Robin Hood sticking around? I know the word is he's temporary, but I'm hoping they are lying. Sorry,
I hope he's
Anonymous.
temporary.
They're not lying. Regina's had way too much time to fuck up Emma's story when she's Robinless. Since Robin's death, we've had to suffer through 3 SQ-centrics. They should use this opportunity to write the OQ relationship as they should have done in the first place. Give Robin more personality and bite. Not gonna lie, the uproar a certain fandom would be icing on the cake.
I know.
I am very Outlaw Queener here that is excited that Robin's back. I'm excited, but I'm gonna lower my expectations because I don't want to be disappointed that maybe he's not gonna stick around.
They've
very
already
long.
said he's not
That's it.
sticking around.
No.
They've already said
know.
that.
Yeah, and come on. And honestly, okay, first of all, guys, stop interrupting when Michelle is trying to read the question. Second, honestly, I don't think she's gonna stick around. Because I don't think they really give a fuck about Robin. Or Sean, for that matter. And Sean spent the entire time shading the show and shading Emma and Jennifer. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm hoping you get unemployed soon.
That's
Well, I
mean.
think-
No, not that much. I mean, he can get other shows. He was on Timeless. I just
Oh
really
my
don't want to
god,
see
he
him.
was fabulous on Timeless. Sorry.
He was.
I
mean, I don't like him, but he was a good actor in Timeless. I was like, oh, so you can act.
Can act with
Well,
material.
yeah, he can't get. I mean, he always could. It was the fact that the writers weren't giving him anything to do. I think it's pretty obvious since episode 14 is called Page 23 that's Robin's last hurrah.
Huh.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's it.
I don't know how Outlaw Queeners can be happy when it's not the real Robin. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
They're
Because,
excited, but they're a little confused. They don't know if it's the real one. They're like emotionally compromised. From what
Well, it's not the real
figured out.
It's not. The Robin Regina knew is dead. This is a completely different
know,
Robin.
but,
May or may not
It's like
have feelings for, but she's just trying to substitute him for the real one, and that's never gonna work.
And how is that good for Outlaw Queen? Like,
And
how's
who
that?
is cooking in the background?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean,
guys, I hope that this, but we'll have to wait and see how this all turns out because we don't know yet.
Honestly,
I don't
predict that she'll have like 5 minutes in an episode and 5 minutes in the next one, and that will be it.
I think we all know that it doesn't matter what Robin looks like, acts like, or talks like. No one gives a shit about Robin. This whole thing is about Regina. It always has been, and it always will be. Even ask that stupid.
the only pro we're getting is it's getting less screen time with Emma or any of the other ones. She can like go fuck herself with everybody else. Like, I don't need you, like, bringing down Emma with you and during your hell reign or whatever. Just bring down someone that's like someone disposable character like Robin Hood. That's fine with me. Because I know you're leaving.
But that's the thing, though, is that they just created this entire Wishverse in the first place
just
for
for
the
him.
sole reason to bring Robin back.
Yeah.
It didn't have anything to do with Emma. It's totally about Regina
Right.
and bringing Robin back for 5 minutes to give people closure, but you're not giving them closure because it's not the real Robin.
Which pisses me off. It doesn't make me enjoy, like, it's like you just screwed over most of the season just because of that. So why am I happy to get Robin back when that's the reason why all this crap happened, because you wanted to get to a certain plot? It's like, no, you could have done this a lot better though, but still, I'm like, this is just like, I don't need another character again either. We already have enough characters here. Yeah, I mean, it was actually like refreshing that we got rid of one because we had Bex and him, and then we got rid of one, so it's like we can focus on more characters. Now you brought him back. It's like, okay, great, we have another person to work with.
Yeah.
Oh, and the sheriff.
And the
sheriff from Nottingham.
Regina.
Yeah, Keith.
What?
His name is Keith in Storybrooke, but
Well, and the sheriff of Nottingham's going to be running around too.
I think he's just going to be exactly the opposite of what she thinks he is, and I think he might actually just like have an affair with the evil queen. Funny.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome, and just stick it to the girl because it'd just be like, because he's going to be a bad boy, and she's like, she's going to be like the Lacey because he's like, I don't like you as your whatever you are, and maybe that'll make her join her other self.
Nah,
we don't know.
Because
But you got a good theory.
You know
Good theory.
What?
Good theory.
I think. Who's talking now?
Rams, go ahead.
Okay. I don't think, this is my theory now, new theory. I don't think Regina and Evil Queen are going to reintegrate. I think Regina or Rumpel will end up killing the Evil Queen, and they'll show that Regina regrew the darkness like Jekyll did.
Yes. I agree with that.
I also agree with that. I think it's the most, I hate to use this word because there's no logic in the show, but it's the most logical thing.
The Evil Queen did things like making out with Rumpel, so I don't think they will go the reintegrating route. Just because it would be this. Regina wouldn't want to have that as a memory.
No, oh my God. No.
Why do you have to bring that up? I'm not gonna grow up now.
You know, honestly, the most irritating aspect of this whole thing is the fact that Adam and Eddie have said numerous times, you know, when they get complaints from different parts of the ships, they don't get swayed by complaints. They can't please everybody, you know, blah, blah, blah. They write to further the story, you know, that they put together. And yet more than once they've already written a pigeonholed bullshit storyline to satisfy
just gone again.
Lisa, you
decide to have a shit fit.
Well, you cut out like big time. Who are they satisfying?
And I was like,
Please say Swan
because people keep fucking calling me while I'm trying to do this. Jesus, I barely had the chance to speak through this whole thing cause of my damn tooth. Give me a chance here.
Well, I'm just saying that your internet, your connection cut out, and we missed what you were saying.
I was saying they're trying to satisfy a small pocket of the fandom with some bullshit storyline by screwing up everybody else's freaking story. I mean, for the thing with Robin and Marion was bad enough, but this is just all around worse because now it's affected everybody, and it's turned people into versions of their character. I mean, they assassinated Emma's character. They assassinated Emma's character. They assassinated Emma's character to make this work. And that is bad enough. And I also agree with what you're saying about Hook. Yeah, he went from, where's Emma? What did you do to her? To, oh, ho, ho, hum. Calm down, Dave. It's like, what? I seem to remember at the beginning of season 5 that he was about ready to tear Storybrooke apart until he could find a way to get to wherever Emma was. when she was in Camelot.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's like, oh, ho hum, Dave. Calm down. We'll find her, Dave. It's like,
well, yeah, I mean, I
what the-
sort of get it because they're trying to set up the Daddy Charming, Charming and his dad vengeance business to have Killian be the voice of reason. I get that. That's fine. But as I said, they could still have him be the calm one and telling Dave to chill and still be doing something, not just sitting around waiting for Regina to fix it.
But the point
Yeah.
was, it doesn't go along with his character.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I
Yeah, that's
understand.
what literally she's saying.
I understand that as the seasons have gone on, that he's matured, he's grown, and he's changed, and they can reflect that. I have no problem with that. We know how Killian is, especially when it comes to people that he.
Maybe we should move on.
I know that
Yeah.
he.
Yeah, let's move on.
I know that he's not going to. He's not going to just freaking sit back and not do anything. This man has already lost everybody in his life that he's ever loved. He's not going to sit back and just not. I mean, the man spent 300 years on a fucking vengeance quest. Come on. He's not going to sit back and not do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, which is what I said. Okay, so more spoilers.
Yay.
And these are more specific spoilers. So big spoiler alert. We had a big spoiler come out this week.
Spoilers.
So if you are spoiler phobe, run now.
Yeah.
Okay. And these first couple are about
The Canada one.
well, they're about Hook in the Wish Realm. So everyone either gird your loins or whatever. The first one's from Anonymous.
Girding my loins.
Oh my god, I can continue.
Okay, so Eddie is patting himself on the back for one of his favorite moments of the series via Wish Realm Hook. This only scares me. Can you all come up with the worst case scenarios so I can properly be prepared for whatever they throw at us? And the second one is also from an Anon, and it says, "Why do you think the writers are keeping Wish Hook a secret?"
I don't know, mommy.
So. There are okay. Let's just get it out there. There are several reports that Hook is old in the Wish Realm.
But are they real reports or reports for somebody who hates Captain Swan?
Well, the way I understand it, they're from people who were on set that day who were trying to keep it a secret because they respect the process or whatever, pretty much confirmed it when the word sort of got out that he was he's not like 80. People were alleging he was like 80 years old or some shit, and that was the haters. And then these people were like, no, he's just older than he is like normally.
So is he like 40?
I'm assuming he's late 40s, early 50s. He's probably got graying hair or something.
Well, Holland would rock that look.
Honestly, like so rocket.
Yeah.
But is he
everything?
Is he like?
Mm.
But is he pirate? Colin is he pirate? Killian?
Is he Captain Hook?
Captain Hook? Is he?
Well,
Lieutenant?
here's the thing. Adam's first script tease for the midseason for the premiere, has Emma saying it's Emma, and then somebody like tried to reconstruct the words underneath.
Oh yeah.
Old Hook. So we think it's their first meeting in the Wish Realm. Obviously, he wouldn't know who she is, just she has to tell him her name. So from that, it's saying Old Hook. So from that, I'm assuming he's Captain Hook.
Oh dear.
Okay, worst case scenario. He's really old that he has to walk with a cane. He flirts with Regina.
Well, I think it would have been worse had Emma not remembered who she was before before the finale ended. Now that she's got her memories back, it's not like she's gonna like fall for this hook and ignore the one she's already got. I mean, she's gonna. It's probably my worst case fear. Really, is that's gonna be played for laughs and only laughs, and it's gonna drive me nuts.
No, yes, that's me.
I think, if it's a comedic moment, it's fine. I'm not really bothered by it, to be honest.
Yes.
I don't want it to be solely played for laughs. Let's put it that way. I would like him to actually do something. Like traditionally, Killian's function when Emma is, away from home is to help her get home. So I would like this version of Hook to help her get home.
Well, that's
to her Hook.
I think he will.
Well,
He'll probably give the magic bean to her.
I think the only pro with this version of like him is that Emma is going to see what it's like to grow old with this guy. What's he going to look like? And that's sort of like that's what they're trying. If they're trying to go where they're going to go to route, and she's having a future with him, it's sort of like I still love this version, and he's old. Of course, we know he's going to grow old, but we want them to grow old together. But this is what he looks like when he's old, sort of like a glimpse of her future.
Okay.
Provided she doesn't die.
Provided she doesn't die, but she's not going to die.
Well, and I know, and I think they're also going to play that to lead into the thing
which is what I want.
We're all going to be talking about. I'd
rather them do that in that alternate universe.
I wish they'd found a better way to do it because it just drives me nuts that Bagel and Robin get to be their regular ages and Killian has to be
Bagel's
old.
dead in that version too. It doesn't matter. But that's the funny thing. Even any alternate reality, he's dead.
Well, I know, but he still. I mean, he just looked like Bagel. Like he looked like. You know what I mean?
But apparently, we're gonna see old Regina too.
Mm-hmm.
Because she vanished into another. There's Wish Realm Regina somewhere, and she's got to be old too.
In theory.
But
it's real because in the promo we see in a cage there's Regina and Rumple.
That's Regina and Robin.
No, she's in a cage and Rumplettes are out, and in one of the interviews they actually spoiled that Regina, that evil queen, is going to be older. So it's confirmed.
I missed that one. Okay.
Yeah. If you look at the promo, there's a scene where the fake Rumple, so-called fake Rumple, is letting out a fake Regina from a wooden cage.
And
I didn't see that.
Can I just say, what the fuck was Regina thinking to let any version of Rumple out? And did she conveniently forget that there's most likely a Hook in this realm and he's all about magic beans?
Yeah, I know, but
because I'm sure that's where their new magic bean's going to come from. It's going to come from old Hook.
It better be, because I want that to happen. Because then he's actually useful, and he has to bail Regina out again.
Basically, that's what I want. I want, okay, you're gonna play the old thing for laughs, whatever. Emma's gonna realize, yes, I want to grow old with this guy, which will lead into the thing, and then he's gonna help them get home. I just want him to be useful and not just play for laughs.
He will. I'm confident about that.
Okay, I don't know how much help we weren't on.
Sorry, we tried.
We're trying to be cautiously optimistic because it's Hook. Okay, so next question is from our fearless leader, who is not with us.
Nice,
Serena. Now she submitted this before the big spoilers from Canada Graphs, so we can pretty much answer this, but. Serena says, here's my question for you in 3 parts. 1, do you think the ring is for CS? 2, if yes, when do you think we'll see it first since it's in the promo? It has to be soon. And 3, I'm guessing we'll see it way before the actual proposal happens. When do you think it's going to be?
Okay, well, we know the proposal is CS, and I'm actually really shocked about that. Because I thought for sure they were going to bait us and have us thinking it was CS.
Okay.
And then it was gonna be somebody else.
Yeah, raise your hands if you were bracing yourself for it. Or shout out if you were bracing yourself for it to be somebody else.
Really?
About what?
About when you saw the ring in the promo. Raise your hand if you were one of the people who just assumed crash positions and just assumed it was someone else.
I assumed it was somebody else.
I assume it's someone else too.
Okay.
I still kind of maybe think it's someone else.
I mean, this is how cynical we have become.
We're
That
sad
we're just
because we are
assuming it's someone else.
because we are lost
I
all hope.
didn't even get excited. When I saw it, I didn't even get excited because I was like, "Oh, I wish, but it's not gonna be us."
Okay.
I thought it was going to be a ring that the original Robin might have been intending for Regina, and they're going to show it because they are bringing the fake Robin back. So that's what I thought.
It could have been, August proposing to Granny for all we know.
Oh my God. Oh.
I read about this with Lily.
Yeah, so to answer the second part of Serena's question, I think we can pretty much say it's either in the mid-season premiere or it's in 12. I'm going to assume it's in 12.
I think
Which
so.
the proposal?
The shot of the ring in the promo.
Yeah.
Because I agree. I think we're going to see the ring long before the proposal actually happens.
Yeah, we're gonna see the proposal in the finale.
Yeah, it's going to burn a hole in his pocket
Yeah.
for like episodes and episodes.
He might even lose it at one time.
Oh God.
No.
Ring drama.
I want Hook to propose Emma with Liam's ring, not with that ring.
And can we just nip this thing in the bud where the ring isn't enough, because that's BS. Okay, here's the thing and as someone who was engaged at one time, I can tell you the whole point of an engagement ring is to buy something that the lady likes. Emma and Killian have very different senses of style. Emma's down with the simple stuff. A simple solitaire diamond is fine for her. Let's all relax.
What people were
People thought it wasn't.
criticizing?
Yes, because they thought Killian would buy something more ornate.
Well, the snowing ring is simple.
Mm-hmm.
So what the hell? Their love is more epic than the ring. Come on, people. You can't.
Yeah, I didn't like the
else.
ring that much myself.
It's just
I
she
thought
already
it was
has a
really
ring too from him
interesting.
too. So it's like
And Emma's a simple person. She doesn't like wear a lot of your.
she's not Regina.
Yeah, I mean,
if it was Regina's ring,
you have to sit.
And then it's simple.
I like it too.
It's
I
fine.
thought it was a pretty ring.
It's
That's
cute.
why I was bummed that it was probably wasn't ours.
I don't care what it looks like as long as it starts coming.
But I am totally here for Killian talking to Dave, and then Dave sort of like giving him surreptitious looks every time Killian, Dave, and Emma are in the same room, and Killian just like shaking his head, going, "No, Dave, not now, Dave."
I want all
funny
that.
as
That'd
shit.
be so funny. I like him like
Me
nudging
too.
him and like giving him the elbow on the side, and he's like just nodding his head and like giving him thumbs ups and stuff like that. Give me all of that. That's funny. But let's talk about how people were kind of sticklers with like why is Killian asking David and blah blah blah. I don't have a problem with that. People are like, and she shouldn't have to ask permission to marry her. I'm like, what? Do you know what you're watching?
Okay, first of all, you're relying on words from Canada Graphs, who, while he is reliable, and I'm sure he has the gist of the scene, I'm also certain that he didn't get close enough to hear the actual legitimate dialogue. So while, it may look like, in a simplistic view of the scene that it's Killian asking permission from David to marry Emma, I don't think that's what's going on. I don't think it's going to be worded that way. I think it's going to be...
I tried to ask him specifically.
Killian going up to Dave and saying, "Hey, I've got this ring. I think I can make Emma happy. I'm gonna, pop the question here at some point." Just like more like a heads up, not a "Hey, can I do this?" And it's not even about Emma. It's about David. It's about David and Killian needing to solidify their relationship. I mean, beyond just bros. That it's Killian getting confirmation from some other person other than Emma that he's a part of this family, and Dave is the person you go to for that.
Plus, this episode is about David more so than anything else. Even though it's Captain Charming is there, it's not a Captain Charming episode. It's more David because we know his dad is in this episode. So that's why it's centric around him and what his thoughts and his feelings. So it's more effective to him, not anything else.
Yeah, and I don't even need him to ask Henry because they've already gotten the Captain Cobra.
Yeah, they got the thumbs up.
They've already got that sorted. The other person Killian wants to make good with before he asks this very important question is her dad.
And we all know Snow doesn't actually count.
He doesn't talk to Snow. You've talked to her in a million years.
He's never talked to Snow. It's very annoying.
So it's gotta be
the saddest part about the episode was that we know it's an AU because Snow is being a good mother.
But I think also
anti-feminist or whatever they are saying.
I think Snow, like the way they treat that with that situation, I think she's just the supportive one. But like I think David, it really affects him because plus the whole evolution of Captain Charming, where he met this guy and he hit him with a crossbow, and not a crossbow,
crowbar,
or whatever. So it's like you're going from crowbar situation to I ask your daughter to marry, or like that kind of thing. So it's more of a big effect than asking anybody else in the family.
Pretty much. And like Michelle said, we got the Henry situation.
Henry already gave it a thumbs
up. So the next one is Charming. Because they actually have a relationship. I mean, Charming and Emma.
Yes. So we think we're going to see the ring first in like 6/12, and the actual proposal may not be till the finale. Does that seem to be a consensus?
Yeah.
Finale or pre-finale? I'm going with finale or pre-finale.
Okay.
Well, I'm hoping actually that it does go to the finale because that means that probably, hopefully, maybe in a million, hopefully, wishing that this might be a Captain Swan adventure finale, and that would be kind of what it would be about. It'd be kind of like the Captain Swan movie where they go on an adventure and something happens at the end. So maybe they go on an adventure again and they got a proposal at the end, or I don't know.
So you're buying into the whole.
I'm not buying it. I'm hoping.
Adventure business that Adam
It's been a million years. It's been 84 years since we've had anything good in a finale, any kind of finale, and we're due for one. But you never know.
You never know with these people. Okay, we've got one question left, and it is more about the spoilers. Yay! If Killian wants to marry Emma, shouldn't he think about getting a job first? I know he's done his fair share of plundering and pillaging over the centuries, but all that pirate booty has to run out sooner or later. What job do you think would suit him best in Storybrooke?
He's gonna be a waiter for grannies.
No.
With a little outfit.
He's given tours on the Jolly Roger. Come on.
Yeah.
He's given little outings. He's going whale watching or something.
Whale watching now.
Mermaid watching. Emma has room in the budget for him.
He's renting out the Jolly Roger because he figured out that Belle likes it, so he's just running it as a hotel.
Okay, can I just say...
He's going to be a house husband.
Can I just say this man flat out bought a 2-story Victorian mammoth-sized house. I don't think money is an issue for him.
I don't think he bought it, though. I think it was just magically...
No, I think Emma just took it as Dark Swan.
I don't think he bought it.
I don't think there was any buying.
The point is, the man has a pirate ship full of gold that he could easily convert into cash. I don't think money is an issue, but if worse really comes to worse, although, who the hell really has time to work in this fucking town? Harbor master would probably be the best job.
Librarian assistant.
Nice.
Yes. I can see him as a librarian. Get him little glasses and all that thing.
He works at the leather shop.
I see him as a sheriff. Saving the town, keeping it.
No, we already have 2 sheriffs.
Yeah, no, and she has to have a different. The hubby has to have a different job than her.
And she. Don't get me wrong. He loves him, but even Emma needs her space. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Well, she's hanging out with Regina all the time. so
No,
it's
she needs
not like
space from the wrong
she's
person.
sticking with the hook all the time. You know what I mean?
No, she's not doing it for pleasure. It's more, oh, I have to hang out with you.
But in Adam and Eddie's interview about like the entire Killian and about like how they were like how they're gonna confront how he's gonna deal with his past demons or whatever or do you remember that? Like, but then Adam said it might not be past demons; it might be present or future.
Or mine. He was condescending as crap.
Yes.
But I'm wondering if that's reflective of something like related to that. This
I think that's just troll Adam. Troll.
because
troll
what is initiating this whole ring thing anyway? It's like kind of out of the blue. Someone's breathing really loud on the mics.
Well, not really out of the blue. They've been together for a while. They've died. They've come back to life.
I mean, seriously. Exactly. I mean, this is. I mean, I was irked that it took 4 episodes for Emma to decide that she wants to live with him. I mean, the whole thing was ridiculous. It should have happened the moment he came back from the dead. Like their true love, they passed the test or whatever. He's come back from the dead. She's got this crazy savior prophecy hanging over them. This should not be a drag this out. She should be dragging his ass to the courthouse and having Regina mayor and having some either Regina as the mayor or some other like
he
official
can marry them.
marrying
He's a captain.
But what is initiating it? I mean, like there has to be some.
Are you kidding
She
me?
got sucked into another realm.
Are you freaking kidding me? This man.
Yeah, I'm not freaking kidding you because everything happens for a reason. That's why they set things up. Is it because of she got sucked into another realm deal? Then why didn't they do that before? Another realm times where they got sucked into realms.
Jesus Christ. The man died 4 fucking times.
Yeah, then why didn't they do this in 601 instead of
the freaking
now?
dark one. She
Okay.
became the dark one.
I mean,
can I finish?
Lisa, you're just repeating everything you just said during the entire podcast.
What?
No offense.
Well, I'm sorry. I've had a hard time being here through the podcast because I keep getting phone calls.
Yeah, but you've been repeating everything you said. Like, seriously.
It doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to talk.
Okay.
Let Lisa talk.
Are you in charge here? I thought I was in charge here.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Okay. Lisa, go ahead.
These two have been through enough. And I think we can all agree that if Adam and Eddie would discontinue this plot bullshit, they probably would have had the sexy times and the engagement and all the other shit like 5,000 years ago. Unfortunately, with all the fucking storyline that keeps coming up and all the plot, it doesn't leave them much time to breathe. So after everything that they've already been through, wondering why he would want to marry her. She's his true love. Of course he wants to marry her.
I'm not asking that, though. I'm saying what's initiating this now? This should have been, like you just said, years ago, but there has to be something that's initiating it now.
There doesn't have to be
yes,
anything.
there is.
I mean, come on. No,
guys.
Anything, but this is Adam and Eddie we're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that.
All right.
I am pretty sure that Killian. I am pretty sure that Killian has gotten to the point where he's tired of one of them disappearing or being separated or this or that or the other thing, and he just wants to get it done.
Okay, but okay. I made this exact same argument when we got the pictures from last year's finale that we all thought that was a proposal too, and it was just Emma saying I love you without crazy shit. So in a way, I actually agree with Shannon that Adam and Eddie have a reason for this to be happening now because it's in the middle of the season and they just had her They're literally going to show her with old Hook and having her see what her life could be like if she doesn't,
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
die.
it's not
So-
like she saw him die or anything. It would be more effective if she saw him die again or blah 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 or something. You know, like I'm sick and tired of that. That actually makes more sense. But this, she's not even dead. She knows he knows she's still alive. It's just like they're separating him.
Okay, so maybe when she comes back from this wish realm, she tells him about how she met the older version of him and how she liked it, and that she would and she wants to know what it would be like to grow old, and she plants that seed, and maybe at that point, because I mean honestly, the only reason he hasn't asked her yet, I mean we all know that if he would have asked her like ages ago. The only reason he hasn't asked her is because she always sets the pace. You know,
well, no,
I'm
the
sure
only reason he hasn't asked her is because the writers force her to set the
Exactly.
pace.
Don't blame Emma for those things.
The writers don't ever let Killian take the initiative, which is tremendously frustrating.
I know, and I'm sure that he knew that if he asked her too early on, I mean, it was hard enough for her just to agree to move in with him, you know. So if he had asked her too early on, then you know it might have scared her off. But if she plants this seed about how she saw him in the wish realm, and maybe you know she's ready now, boom, ring. I mean, why are we even arguing about this? It's an engagement. Are we not happy we're getting the payoff that we've been wanting
it's
for
not
like fucking ever?
It's not.
He's not
arguing about anything. I'm arguing why now and why not before. It just doesn't make.
Holy
that's
shit!
not
Does
the thing.
it matter? Does it matter?
It always
Yes, it does.
It does matter.
Oh my
It
god!
matters because this is Adam and Nanny.
You know something? At the
He's
end
not listening.
of IB, y'all bitched up a storm about how we weren't getting the right kind of payoff after everything that they've been through. Now we're going to get it, and y'all still bitching up a storm. Holy shit!
We're bitching because it's about 12 episodes too late. This should have happened after he came back from the dead.
Yeah, and because we know what
I
I'm
know.
doing right now, okay, Lisa? We
I
know
know,
them, so
trust me, but-
it means something is gonna happen that is going to bring forward this, and we're kind of terrified of what that something is gonna be.
Exactly. Thank you.
It could be that you know that Killian is that old that he lived his whole life or something, and he didn't find any true love. That he just lived in bitterness, and he's almost half of his life is gone, and he didn't find anything. So Emma, I thought this would be more of. I'd rather it go the other way. I'd rather Emma want to do the proposal, even though people are like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, I just think just the way the situation, the way the story was laid out, that she's seeing an older version of him, that it makes more sense if she wants to marry him. Because she doesn't want that to happen to her Hook. She doesn't want him to be growing old and he didn't feel like, he didn't have all the things that he actually did want.
Actually, I think it's better if he does it at this point because he has let her lead in every aspect of their relationship thus far, and it's high time that he finally takes the initiative to do something for once.
Yeah, well, yes, that I agree with. That I think it's and I don't even. That's not even Emma's fault. I blame the writers for this nonsense.
Yeah,
yes, but I mean,
that's where the blame really lies here. That the writers have been so intent on Emma's issues that they've and Emma's issues are absolutely valid. I would never say that Emma's issues are not valid, but the fact that they have her keep retreading the same conflict over and over and over again is exhausting and annoying, and it's hindering their growth as a couple. I mean, there's literally hundreds of things they could have done. These are two people who've never. Well, Killian hasn't shared space with someone that he loved for 300 years, and Emma never has, except for hotel rooms with Bagel when she was, 17. So now these are two people who are literally sharing a house. So there's all kinds of conflict that can come out with that. Like my classic example, maybe Killian leaves the toilet seat up. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't take out the trash. Little relationship things that you find out when you live with someone, and the show is refusing to show us that stuff. Instead, they're just jumping right to this fuckery of, oh wait, she's in a wish realm and he's old and now she wants to grow old with him, and I'm like, well, you're not showing us the nitty gritty day-to-day relationship stuff. That's what I want. Like
Yeah.
the big engagement, big stuff is fine, but the big stuff only has resonance if you show me the little stuff.
I agree.
This is true.
Totally.
I'm exhausted. But thank you for
This show
indulging my
exhausts
rant.
me.
I mean the
Oh.
show's just implying that everything is hunky dory now that they live together, and I'm like, no. Like that's not really how relationships work. Hello.
Mm-mm.
Like,
They like the whole big impact event stories, and then they don't do anything afterwards. So like they're going on their first date. We only see them on one date.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna move in together. We only see one scene of a breakfast with them. It's gonna probably be the same thing for everything else too. They're gonna get engaged. We're gonna only see one scene probably of them. It doesn't. It's just weird. They are just like they don't have. It's probably reflective of. We should have not been surprised because of the way. Look at snowing. They don't get any of that either.
Mm-hmm.
Technically,
That is true.
they do it with all their couples.
Period.
Except they add babies. They keep adding babies or something.
Oh God!
Even
Just say no to babies.
But
No
look at that.
babies.
But look at that situation too. Even that's a big impact story. I'm going to have a baby. Do you see the baby afterwards, Harley? No,
No.
because you have to move on to the next big impact story.
Okay, so that's all the questions we have. We're probably gonna be, unless there's like super duper Mondo spoiler that comes out between now and the spring premiere, we're probably gonna come back. We'll probably come back like right before it to maybe recap the hiatus, because I'm sure we'll get more spoilers. We might
We'll
do a
probably
live
have sneak peeks
episode.
and pictures.
Yeah, stuff like that. So we may or may not do an episode before the spring premiere.
The spring
Keep an eye
premiere is
out.
on the 5th, right?
Yes. Keep it at March 5th. Mark your calendars. Keep an eye on the blog.
Which is really stupid if you think about it. I mean, come on. Seriously, I thought we weren't doing the long hiatus.
Me too. I thought it was.
See, and that's the thing. I think Adam and Eddie wrote this episode assuming that the hiatus was only going to be like 4 weeks, and now it's 3 months, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Because everybody's going to come back and they're like, "Oh yeah, I don't remember anything that happened."
Or they're going to still be really bitter about how the episode.
Well, yeah,
went.
you.
I am.
You end the year bitterly. You start the year bitterly too. Are you really that surprised?
The finales are important because if the finale leaves you pissed off, there's less of a chance you'll tune in to the premiere.
That's what happened with me in Supernatural. Just FYI.
I mean, this is worse than Mongoose episode because Mongoose was played back to back. In the first episode, there was no Killian, but it was okay. The second episode, they had Captain Swan and Killian back. Now they have this. Oh, the one parter has nothing in it. The second parter, you have to wait 3 months, and then maybe you'll see him. It's like, come on.
Okay, I've got a question. A final question for everyone.
Yes.
Because I just thought of it right now. Okay, what? Keeping in mind Adam and Eddie's, what are two things you are hoping to see on 6B? And keep it realistic, folks. Keep it realistic. Okay, well, too realistic and one that can be out there. Too realistic and one that can be out there. Go.
Captain Sexy Times.
Okay.
So we're supposed to give you two realistic things that we want for 6B.
Yeah,
So
and one that can be like
One of them can be out there.
out there.
Regina dies.
Don't do this to me, child.
Regina dies. Emma and Killian get engaged, and Henry gets a personality.
Oh no.
That's too unrealistic thing.
No, wait. Rumple and Belle die for the sacrifice, whatever, and Captain Swan now the queen have a happy ending.
Yeah, that's really
Okay, I'm gonna say the captain proposal seems to be more likely. Regina gets a sex change. And
Ouch.
Charming opens a House of Pancakes house or something.
He opens an IHOP.
He does. That is not the out there the one there too. I think he will.
Okay, well.
I think Captain Swan is definitely getting engaged. And I think they're going to Agrabah with Aladdin and Jasmine for 1 or 2 episodes to have an adventure. And Belle is forever and ever going to break up with Rumple and never going to get back to him.
God, he stole mine. Damn it. Okay, who's Lisa?
Lisa.
Captain Swan getting engaged. Us finally meeting Killian's mother in some sort of flashback. And yes. Please,
Okay.
Jesus.
Anyone else? Okay, mine. We have Aladdin and Jasmine actually get screen time in a semi regular plot, semi okay plot. We get Captain Swan sex and Regina dies. And because my other one was Belle kicks Rumple to the curb forever, but Rams already took that one.
I actually want to see Jafar, so.
Oh god, I'm so dying for Jafar. I honestly thought
maybe Jafar and Rumple become lovers or something.
No. The Black Fairy. I'm here for any and all Black Fairy.
Black Fairy. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't talked about that, about the Black Fairy.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about how.
Oh my god, how
Rams and I were right.
No. About it seems that the writers talked about us visiting that land that she's from.
What? Get a bag for that, Serenity.
I see people. I hear people in the background.
It's gonna work. Okay.
I'm fully capable of muting myself. Thank you.
Okay.
But
guys,
didn't they talk about the Black Fairy? Like we're gonna maybe see that land.
Yes.
So I'm wondering what kind of freaky land this is, where you grow up very super fast.
It's like Connor from Angel.
I know. I'm wondering, what the hell is that in? So maybe we go there at season 7.
Some sort of hell rim.
It's either a hell place or something else. I don't know.
Honestly, I was talking about that with a Belle fan, with friends of mine, and I was like, I really, really hope they don't do the Connor and Angel thing.
But they did.
And then they did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Oh.
But
I call it now.
As long as he doesn't incriminate anyone, we're good.
Yeah. But here's the question to end the podcast: does everybody think we're going to get a season 7?
Yes.
I think we are.
I think we'll get a limited season 7.
You think like a 13 episode thing?
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to get a season 8. I think season 7 is the last one.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now that if the Black Fairy survives or doesn't get destroyed at all, I call it, if they have a season 7, that the Black Fairy is a new big bad.
Or they go to that realm, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think Rumble's going to be the big bad.
He has to be, because he has been the whole entire series. It has to end with him. Whatever happens there.
Okay. So, anybody have anything else?
No, I hope we get more Aladdin and actual Aladdin.
Isn't this supposed?
Aladdin.
Isn't this supposed to be? Isn't somebody been saying that this is supposed to be Robert's last season or something?
That was a speculation.
That was just a rumor.
Who the keep?
He's the only one whose contract isn't,
No,
For
but
the
they
whole-
all
But
their
there was
contracts.
a speculation last year.
Nobody knows their contracts, guys. Everything is
Yeah.
just speculation.
I think after season 5 they sign on year-to-year contracts, so they have to all be negotiated again. And that's
Yeah. Well, okay, the standard contract is 6+1, where it's 6 years, and then the network has the option to pick you up for a 7th year. So I would imagine they all signed a similar contract. So anyway, so keep submitting things for our 100th episode.
Yeah.
Ideas,
That'd be so much
'cause that's
fun.
coming up in the spring.
Did we get any submissions yet?
Yeah, we've gotten a couple.
Okay.
Oh, and just a PSA, if you would like to pre-order the Dust Storm, it is available for pre-order on the duststormfilm.com website. If you order it now, it's a special edition DVD, and if you pre-order it now, it will ship on the 13th when the DVD becomes available, and you will also receive a special song from the soundtrack in your email. So
Yeah.
Colin singing.
support Colin, guys.
Best.
Support
Also,
Colin, guys.
warning labels came out, so
Yeah.
support Gen 2, watch warning labels. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. I saw it.
All right, so we will talk to you all in the spring.
Yep.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holiday.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Bye.
birthday.